5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Three words: God is dead, were spoken by a 19th century philosopher and then later popularized in a book. These three little words launched a movement against God and attacked all that we Christians hold sacred. Three powerful words changed America, attacked our faith, our freedom of speech, our families, our religious freedoms, and it spread across our neighborhoods, schools, and college campuses. Hi, my name is David A.R. White, and I play a pastor in the upcoming film called God's Not Dead. I was one of the producers on this movie because I'm passionate about changing our culture for Christ. The title has three little words: God's not dead. Three powerful words that we pray will change lives and begin a new movement.
I'm Professor Radisson. This is Philosophy 150, Introduction to Philosophical Thought. Bertrand Russell, Ludwig Feuerbach, Bertolt Brecht, Friedrich Nietzsche, Ayn Rand, George Santayana, Democritus, Denis Diderot, David Hume, John Stuart Mill, Albert Camus, Richard Dawkins, Sigmund Freud, Noam Chomsky. And the list goes on. Philosophers, poets, scientists, authors, towering intellects, all of them. But what do they all have in common? Well, they are, or were, atheists. Based on the 16th century French atheisme, from the Greek theos, meaning God, and from the prefix a, meaning as it always does in Greek, without, in short, each of the thinkers I named took the strong position that there is no God, as opposed to the weak position of agnosticism. Gnostic from the Greek gnosos, to know, and again with the prefix a, meaning to not know, or more accurately, to doubt the existence of a supreme being. This semester I propose that we refuse to waste our limited time together debating the existence of the big man in the sky, the myth of a benevolent, all-powerful, supernatural being. This is, of course, a metaphor, but an illustrative one, meaning not that God has somehow died, but rather that he never existed in the first place. Other than in the depths of our forebears' imaginations, he was a useful fairy tale in ages gone by, when his fiery anger was used to explain away plagues and crop failures, diseases and disasters, which we now ascribe to bacteria and viruses, chromosomal disorders and plate tectonics. In short, science and reason have supplanted superstition, and we are all the better for it. And with your permission, I would like to bypass this senseless debate altogether and jump to the conclusion, which every sophomore is already aware of: there is no God. All that I require from each of you is that you fill in the papers I've just given you with three little words: God is dead, along with your signature. Assuming we reach a unanimous consensus, which I expect we will, I will be spared the tedious duty of slogging through dry and dusty arguments, and you will bypass the section of the course in which students have traditionally received their lowest grades of the semester. And when you finish, please pass your papers to the right. Excuse me, Mr.
Wheaton. Josh Wheaton.
Mr. Wheaton, is something wrong?
Yeah, I can't. I can't do what you want. I'm a Christian.
No, don't worry. You can still go back to your dorm room and sink to your knees and pray at your bedside if you'd like. What you do in your personal life is your business, but what you do in this class is mine.
I can't.
All right, Mr. Wheaton. Allow me to explain the alternative. If If you cannot bring yourself to admit that God is dead for the purposes of this class, then you will need to defend the antithesis, that God is not dead, and you'll need to do it in front of this class from the podium. And if you fail, as you shall, you will fail this section and lose 30% of your final grade right off the bat. Are you ready to accept that?
Well, who would decide whether I won or lost the argument?
Well, I would. It's not my class, my rules. Grading is my prerogative.
Yeah, no disrespect, but I'm not sure you can be objective.
What would you propose?
What about them?
Well, that's interesting, but why would I want to empower them?
Well, you've already won them over. I mean, I'd have to unconvince them. Get them to admit they were wrong.
All right. Mr. Wheaton, you'll get 3 sessions, the last 20 minutes of each of the next 3 classes to make your case.
As Christians, we're called to be bold in sharing and living out our faith, to acknowledge him before men. Jesus is not calling his disciples to be lukewarm and ashamed, but to acknowledge him before men and encourage others. We're called to be salt and light, to persevere under persecution and be set apart, not be of this world, not love the things in this world, or be unequally yoked. But more than ever, we need to declare that God's not dead. He's surely alive. This is a great opportunity to reach a younger generation by using a thought-provoking movie that will make them think about their faith and their walk with Jesus. Thank you for letting us share our important message with you. The idea for God's Not Dead started as a song with our friends the Newsboys. It became a book with our partner Rice Brooks, and has now become a movie. Our heart is to help your congregation experience true freedom and power over evil through an abiding relationship with Jesus Christ. Remember these 3 important words: God's not dead.
My God's not dead, he's surely alive. He's
¿Nos ayudan con sus palmas? ¿Cuántos vinieron a alabar al Dios que nada es imposible para Él? ¿Cuántos están listos para alabarle a Él?